Fine, let's see the first question. First question says, in the given figure, we are shown a cuboidal block of wood through which a circular cylindrical hole of biggest size is drilled. Find the volume of the wood left in the block. Now let's start taking the question in small fragments. First of all, what shape is given of the wood? What is the shape of the wood? It is cuboidal in shape, right, student? So this is the figure given in your book. Cuboidal shape wood we have, and from that, what is done? A circular cylindrical hole. Circular cylindrical hole of biggest size is drilled. We have to find the volume of wood left. So this is the cuboidal block which is given. To get the biggest size, this important word is there. See, biggest size. To get the biggest size of this circle, what do we want? Yes, what can we do, students? So that this is having biggest side circle means whatever is the side for this, okay, whatever is this side. Mute your mic, students. Yes. Hello. Hello. Mute your mics, all of you. Okay, now fine. Yes. So what I want is, what we are given in the question is basically biggest size cylindrical hole, circular cylindrical hole we have to drill out of it. So to have it of the biggest size, student, remember yesterday one question was there in which we discussed the same. If this is the side, okay, and I want the biggest circle, then what we should have is that the diameter of this circle should be equal to this side itself. I repeat, so that we can get the biggest circle cut drilled out of it, we should, what we should have is that the diameter of the two should touch the edges, the two ends, the 2 points, okay. So the diameter of the circle should be equal to this side of the cuboidal block which is given, and this side is how much actually, students? It is 30. So diameter becomes for the circular part as 30. So the diameter is given in the question. See, it will be 30. Now what will be the height of the cylinder? Because the two circles when cut from the two faces, they are drilled from inside also, that means it will form a cylinder. So this height of the cylinder will actually be this value, right, which is given for the cuboidal. So cuboidal block, so that means we can conclude from the figure itself and this particular important biggest size that the diameter of this cylinder will be 30 centimeter, which means the radius will be half of that is 15 centimeter, and the height of the cylinder will be the same as that of the side of this particular side of the cuboidal block, that is 70 centimeter. Now that I know for the cuboidal block length, breadth and height, also I know the radius and the height of the cuboid, then in that case I can easily find out the volume of wood left. In left, whenever we have to calculate, it means we have to subtract. From what we will subtract? What? Yes, we will subtract from the cylinder, from the cuboidal block, we will subtract the volume of the cylinder. Okay. So yes, let us see volume of the hole made or the circular cylindrical hole. It will be pi r square h is the formula for cylinder. So pi into r, that is 15 into 15 into h, that is 70. So this is the value of the circular cylindrical hole which is made. What is the volume of this whole cuboid? You all know the formula for volume of cuboid, length into breadth into height. So that is what we will do. Okay, length into breadth into height is the volume for cuboid. So for the wooden block we can say, or for the log which is given, this wooden log, for that the volume formula will become L into B into H. Length and is 70, this breadth is 30 and this height is also 30. So we can calculate this. Which one is bigger? Of course the wooden block is bigger in size. Within that the hole is drilled of cylindrical shape. So we'll subtract from what? Yes, we will take the volume of log first, that is the cuboidal block, minus the volume of the cylindrical hole which is made, and this is the volume left we get. Is it clear, student, the first question?
Yeah.
Anyone having any doubt? First question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, students. Okay, fine. Let's continue. Question number 2. Can we continue? Bete, whatever is the disturbance in your surrounding, just that needs to be
Yes, ma'am.
stopped first. Some kind of disturbance noises are coming, either it is of your TV or phone or something else, that needs to be stopped once, so that everyone can listen to me very carefully. Yes, please, students. And if you can't avoid that, please put your mic on mute so that everyone can listen. Okay, now let's move to question number 2. In second question, what we are given is, as I said, the shapes will remain the same which we have studied in the first 3 exercises. And if you remember yesterday, when I was discussing 17.3 with you all, there was a chart in which I have given you all the formulas: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere and hemisphere. All 6 were there. Okay, so that is an important part. You need to draw that table in your registers, that formula table, and learn it as well. Okay, because that is what will help you now in this exercise. Okay, now let's start. The given figure shows a solid trophy. Again, noise is there, students. Better. The given figure shows a solid trophy made of shining glass. If 1 cubic centimeter means 1 centimeter cube. If 1 centimeter cube of glass costs rupees 0.75, find the cost of glass for making the trophy. We can see the shape of the trophy which is given in the book, right? Here we have what? At the base we have a cube, and on the top of the cube there is a cylindrical shape. So that means the trophy looks like this, which is having 2 shapes within it. What are the 2 shapes? Cube and second is, can you see, students? First is cube, second is cylinder. Fine. Now to find out the total volume of the trophy, because it is solid trophy. Pay attention, student. Here the word is solid trophy. That means it is like a sphere which is filled from inside. So in this case, we will calculate, of course, the volume of the trophy. And for volume total, we will add the volume of cube and that of cylinder. Let us take the dimensions now. What all do we need? For the cube, side is given 28. So volume is very clear. Side cube, that is h cube, 28 cube. Volume of cube is clear. This part is sorted. Talk about the cylindrical shape of the trophy, cylindrical part of the trophy. Now, what is this height given, students? It is given 28 centimeter. Now, again the same concept as that of first. Maximum this we want, and in here also question, this is placed at the top of the space. On the top of the space of the cube, this cylinder is placed. So, can you tell me what will be the diameter of this cylinder? It will be 28 centimeters, same as that of the side of this particular cube. Okay, so that means diameter is 28, radius will be half of that, which is 14 centimeter. Right, student, this is clear, right? So now that I know the radius and height, again cylinder formula. What is the formula for volume of cylinder? Pi r square h. For the cube, what is the formula for volume? Side cube.
A cube.
Adding the 2, very good, a cube. Adding the 2, I'll get the total volume of the trophy. Once I get that, then I can talk about the cost. So firstly, let's calculate that. Side cube, as I said, 28 cube plus pi 22 upon 7. R radius, we calculated it, 14 centimeter. And this is the height which is given very clearly in the figure, it is 28. So working out the calculation, this much comes out as the total volume of the trophy. Now for 1 centimeter cube, pay attention here, 1 cubic centimeter, for that the cost of glass is 0.75. 0.75 rupees 0.75. If for 1 centimeter cube this much is the cost, for these many centimeter cube what will be the cost? Unitary method, we will multiply the 2.
Multiply.
Yes, multiply the 2. So we get the cost as rupees 29,400. Yes, students. Anyone having any doubt up till here?
No, ma'am.
All have understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will proceed further. Let's proceed further, students. Okay. Fine. Let's see the next question then. Third question. See the figure, students. From a cube of edge 14 centimeter, a cone of maximum size is carved out. Carved out means it's taken out. Okay. So from a cube of side edge 14 centimeter, who has joined just now? Just now, who joined the class?
Ma'am, I
Name you need to tell. I can't see you people.
Lokesh.
Lokesh. Beta, I'm recording this session. I'll be putting today it on YouTube. You can see today or tomorrow as per your convenience. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't worry, students. But then at the same time, be here because practically when you will be asking your doubts, it will be really interactive class. Fine. So be on time and tomorrow onwards, everyone should be there. Okay. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue, students. Now that 34 are there, it's good that you are all there. We can continue in a better way. Okay, third question. Can we start? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Very sleepy. Early morning. What's this? We are also waking up for you people. Huh? You should feel. Charge up yourself before the class, okay? Chalo. Let's start. Question number 3. Pay attention, students. From a cube of edge 14 centimeter, a cone of maximum size is carved out. Find the volume of the remaining material. See, remaining, left. If you remember in junior classes, since then your teachers tell you. 5th class also, when the word problems basically start. Remaining, left. What do? We subtract. Okay. So the same concept from here, remaining means subtraction is to be done. But what is to be subtracted from what? That needs to be seen here in this higher class. Okay. So it is from a cube of 14 centimeter edge, a cone of maximum size. Again, this is important, students. As I told you just now, maximum size when we say, then in that case, it would actually mean that it will cover the whole, it will touch the edges. Okay. The circumference of the circle will be such that the diameter, the two ends will touch the side of this particular edge of the cube. This should be very, very clear, because what happens in exam, what you find as a difficulty when you doing these kind of question is, you will say that ma'am, diameter or radius, nothing is given for the cone, and then how will we work out the things? So this needs to be very clear. Fine. Now for last 2 questions we are discussing the same concept, so I think you'll be able to understand. So let's proceed. Edge of the cube 14 centimeters. So we know volume of cube will be side cube 14 into 14 into 14. So this is what the volume is. Now diameter of the cone is cut out. See, what will be the diameter? It will be 14. So the radius of course will come out half of that. This circular base is there for the cone and its diameter is 14. So radius will come out half of that, that is 17. What about the height, students? Yes, the height will become the same as that of this cube, height of the cube, which is 14 centimeter. Now, so easy, we have understood. We know the volume of the cube, bigger cube. We know the volume of the cone which is carved out. So we have to just do the subtraction. What is the volume of cone formula? 1 by 3 pi r square h. What is the formula for volume of cone? 1 by 3 pi r square h. So this is what it is. Radius we have calculated 7. So 1 by 3 into 22 upon 7 into 7 into 7 into 14. 14 is the height of the cone, and that height of the cone, how we are getting is, it will be the same as that of height of cube, because we can't curve out outside the cube. We will have to take the same height of the cone. Now volume of remaining means subtraction. Bigger is cube, so volume of cube minus the volume of cone. This is what we get. Understood, students? Question number 3 is clear? Question number 3 is clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Let's proceed with fourth question. See, students, in the first 3 exercises, I was taking one question homework, then I was giving you one classwork, 2 homework, 2 classwork, 1 homework, like that. But here, beginning few questions, I am taking all first 5, 6. I am taking. The reason is so that once you get the understanding of the questions, how to do, because here the things are either to be added or subtracted, different volumes or areas. So once you have understood, then we will proceed with the further part. Okay, and then you can complete the same. Clear, students? Understood up till here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
let's take the fourth question. A cone of maximum volume is carved out of a block of wood of size 20 into 20 into 20, 20 into 10 into 10 centimeters. So this is what? This is the dimension. These are the dimensions. Since we are saying a cone of maximum volume is carved out from a block of wood of this dimension. Class, can you tell me this wooden block is cube or cuboid? Think and tell me, what do you think, whether this wooden block which is given is cube or cuboid? Yes,
Cuboid.
very good, very good.
Cuboid.
Excellent. Excellent. Why is it cuboid? Because
Cuboid.
length, breadth. Yes, correct.
Because sides are unequal.
Yes, because sides for a cube, all the length, breadth, height, both, all three are equal, and here we are given the length, breadth, height, it's different. So this is a cuboid. So basically, the cuboid dimensions are given, and maximum volume is carved out in the shape of cone. So for the cone, again, just now I explained you the same concept, right? We have to find the volume of the remaining wood. Exactly same as the previous question, students. See, exactly same. Instead of cube, what I have now? Cuboid. And what is carved out from the cuboid? Cone. So let us understand this, and then you can complete the same. See, size of wooden block is this. So volume of wooden block will be what? Length into breadth into height. That is the volume of cuboid. We know. So it comes out 2000. Clear? Now let's talk about the volume of the cone. 1 by 3 pi r square, which is the formula. Diameter is 10. Okay. Diameter will become 10. Height will become 20, because maximum we want. See, student, here we need to understand one thing. To have maximum volume, we will always have the height as the maximum value of the dimensions. So that's why we have taken the height as 20 centimeter. So obviously then the diameter becomes 10 centimeter. Half of that the radius, 10 by 2, which is 5. Some disturbance is there, please stop it. Yes, either now it's fine. Okay, so to get the maximum volume of cone, I was saying, students, what we should always have is the height we will take as that particular dimension which is having maximum value. So 20 is maximum length, breadth, height. So that I'll take as the length. Will this length of the cuboid will become the diameter of the height of the cone. So 20 centimeter, diameter is the next, that is 10, half of that the radius 5 centimeter. Now the volume of cone, put the formula 1 by 3 pi r square h. All the dimensions are there, all the values are there. 1 by 3 pi 22 upon 7, radius is 5 we calculated, and height we said is equal to the length of the cuboid. So that is 20 centimeter. So this is what I get as the volume of cone. This 2000 is centimeter cube is the volume of the wooden block. So obviously the remaining portion will be the volume of cuboid, minus the volume of cone, and approximately this is what the value we get. Either you can write it in the decimal form or you can give it in the fraction form, mixed fraction form. Both will be considered correct. Is it clear, students? Question number 4.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
5th is your homework. 6th is the next question. Let's take that. Let's take that next 6th question. Sixth question is, a pen stand made of wood is in the shape of a cuboid with 4 conical depressions to hold pens. So what we have is a pen stand. Okay, what is the shape of this? It is cuboidal in shape. A pen stand made of wood is in the shape of a cuboid. 4 conical depressions to hold pens are there in it. We don't keep the whole of the pen. There are 4 depressions in the shape of cone. They are formed within this cuboidal wooden block so that the pen can be kept in the pen stand. Okay. The dimensions of cuboid are given 15 by 10 by 3.5 centimeter. The radius of each of the depression is 0.5 centimeter. So, what is the radius of this depression, conical depression which is made? That is 0.5 centimeter. And the depth, that means the height, student. Depth, that will be the height. Is it that we'll take it of the whole pen? No, that is not even needed. It's not given. Why? Because only a small conical depression is made here only for this pen to be placed. So the depth will obviously it means the height of the conical depression. Radius of the conical depression is given. Dimension, length, breadth, height of the cuboidal block are given. Okay. Find the volume of the wood in the entire stand correct to 2 decimal places. Now whatever is taken out from the whole cuboid which was having length, breadth, height given, what I have taken out is these conical depressions. This much wood is taken out. So what is the remaining wood basically? We will subtract from the volume of cuboid the volume of 4 conical depressions. Okay. For one cone, I'll calculate it and I'll multiply it by 4 because I know the radius and height remain the same for each conical depression. So let's start with the solution. Question is clear to you all? Let's proceed now with the...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's proceed with the solution part now. Since the dimensions of cuboid are given, we can work out the volume of this cuboidal block, which is length into breadth into height, the formula, and this is what I get on multiplying the 3 dimensions, length, breadth, height, as the volume of, here it is centimeter cube. It's understood here it's centimeter cube, it will be volume is there, centimeter cube only it will be there. Okay, so we can calculate the volume of this cuboid. Now radius is 0.5 and depth is 1.4. 4 such conical depressions are there. So for one conical depression, the volume formula is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So for 4 conical depressions, it is 4 into 1 by 3 pi r square h. Students, remember once again I am repeating, this is the volume of one conical depression, which is the volume of cone 1 by 3 pi r square h. And why we are multiplying it by 4? Because 4 such conical depressions were made. So work out the calculations. It becomes 4 by 3. Okay, pi is 22 upon 7, r is given 0.5 square into height which is given 1.4. So again volume is there, so centimeter cube. I've corrected it further, by mistake it was written centimeter cube. Okay, so now work out the calculations. This is what we get as the volume of 4 conical depressions. Total volume of cuboid 525. What is taken out from that wooden stand? This much volume of the 4 conical depression, because here we need not have to fill the wood, we want here the depressions only, so this much will be taken out. Volume of wood in the stand will be total volume of cuboid, this is what it was, minus the volume of wood in the stand, this much. So we get approximately this much. You can give your answer correct to 2 decimal places, students. Now this I have not done. Can you tell me why? See, it's easy, understood. What is the third digit? Decimal point third digit is 3. It is less than 5. Whenever it is less than 5, we drop it out as it is. So the answer will become 523.53 centimeter cube, nearest correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, just the rounding of that is to be done. Okay, had it been 5 or more than that, we will increase the previous digit by 1 and then we will write the volume in 2 decimal places. Understood 6 solution, students? All of you have understood solution number 6?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's move now to the next.
Yes, ma'am.
Now 6th I have explained you. 7th and 8th you have to do self. This is the last question that I am taking. 9th question. See the question, students. कहीं आ रहा होगा ना, कहाँ check? साढ़े 10 तक है तो 10:20 पे वाइंड अप करना पड़ेगा कि नहीं, ब्रेक है उसके बाद तो 10:30 तक ही चलेगी। ठीक है, 10:30 तक है। Okay students, so let's continue. Solution number 9. Yes. Question number 9 says, a toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter. A toy is in the form of a cone with radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. See, when the figure is given, it was easier for you to do the beginning questions. But when the figure is not given, you have to have this understanding. You will have to read the question and then you should be able to form the figure, draw the figure for the same. Drawing the figure is very, very important part, student. Then only this thing will be clear to you. Then only this thing will be clear to you, that whether the given value is a radius or it will act as height or what. So a toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter. Cone of radius. So we'll have a cone and I'll show that the radius is 3.5. So that part is done. Mounted on a hemisphere. Mounted means it is placed over what? A hemisphere. So below that will be a hemisphere of same radius. So that means this much is my complete figure, a hemisphere. Above that there is a cone. Okay, what we know is that the radius of the two, the cone and that of the hemisphere, both are same as per the question, because it is given that they have the same radius. Cone is mounted on a hemisphere. If the total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter, if the total height, see student, this is again very, very important. We are given in the question that the total height of the toy. So this total height, that means cone height and the hemisphere, this complete part, if I include that, total value is 15.5. This total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. This is what is given. The question says find the total surface area of the toy. Question says find the total surface area of the toy. Now let's begin and understand. Students, in the figure, just firstly let's understand the figure part, then we will move to the solution part. See here, this is hemisphere and this is the cone. Radii of the two are same, which is 3.5 centimeter. Okay, the total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. Someone has switched on the mic. Want to ask something, Bide? Anyone wants to ask something? Okay, now it's better. Total height is 15.5. Now, can you tell me this radii is 3.5? So, what will be this value? Look at the arrow cursor that I am moving, student. This is 3.5. So, what will be this value? Yes, it will also be the radius only for the hemisphere. That means it will also be 3.5 centimeter only. Are you getting my point, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So this total is 15.5, out of which this much radii is 3.5. So what is the height of the cone? It will be 15.5 minus 3.5, which is 12 centimeter. Now the height of the cone was not given, but I could calculate it because I knew that the total height of the toy is 15.5 and this radii and this much height are the same for the hemisphere. So from the total height, this radius is subtracted to get the height of that remaining, which is the cone. Now that all the values I know, I can start with the solution, students. Yes, it is the total height is given 15.5, radius of the base 3.5. So height of conical part we just now discussed. What is the formula for the total surface area of the toy? Yes, it will be the, see, for the toy what we want only the curved part. So for hemisphere it is curved surface area is 2 pi r square, and for the cone the curved surface area is pi r l. It's not volume we are asked now, it's just the toy that is formed. So that means only this curved part. So we will have the total surface area of the toy equals to pi r l, which is the curved surface area of the cone plus the curved surface area of the hemisphere. Only that curved part we want, 2 pi r square. Put the values, and before I proceed I need to know the slant height. Student, this is called the slant height. We know that the radius and the height, they are perpendicular to each other. So by Pythagoras property, L slant height in cone, I have explained you this concept. Slant height L is equal to square root of r square. Switch off your mics. Put off your mics. Yes. Put it off, mics, please. Okay, slant height L is equal to square root of r square plus h square. Radius is what? 3.5 centimeters. So 3.5 square plus 12 square. So now working out the calculation, this is what I get as the sum. So the square root of 156.25 is 12.5 centimeter. Now that I know, now that I know the value of the slant height, I can put it in the formula. Pi r is common, so the formula is pi r bracket L plus 2r left. Okay, now pi is 22 upon 7, r radius is 3.5, L slant height is 12.5 plus 2 into the radius. Calculate it out, it comes out 214.5 centimeter square. So the total surface area of the toy comes out 214.5 centimeter square. Now also recapitulating the same total surface area of the toy. Now when I say that, it means only the curved part is needed for the toy. It's not a solid toy. Had it been solid, then we will calculate the volume. It's just the total surface area of the toy. So we'll take the curved area for the cone, which is pi r l, students, and curved surface area of this hemisphere, which is 2 pi r square. So you are supposed to complete up till question number 10. You're supposed to complete up till question number 10 the same as homework of exercise 17.4, my dear students.